Hello children, today's class we shall see how to use K method for solving the questions in ratio and proportion, and we shall also see that where we can use this method and where we cannot use this method. Okay, this method helps sometimes to simplify very complicated problems very easily. Okay, first example you see now, if A, B, C and D are in proportion, prove that. There are so many proofs we are going to check. This is first among that. Now when you look at this question, you very easily understand that you can apply the properties of proportion here. Okay, because 4a 7d upon 4a minus 7d, this is the application of what? Componendo dividendo. And what could have been the basic fraction for that? 4a upon 7b. Okay, so here we can use properties of proportion and very easily we can do this question. But what you have to note here is that in this question it is not mentioned that using the properties of proportion you have to prove. So here you are free to use K method also. Okay, why I have mentioned all these things? Because looking at the question, sometimes it is easy to go by either of the method, but it may not be the case for all the questions. So we will see about them afterwards. Right now I am taking this question which it depends on your choice, either by properties of proportion or by K method, both. Why both? Because nothing is specified here that use the properties of proportion only. Clear? Let's start. First start with the statement. What is given? A, B, C, D, A, B, C and D are in proportion. What does that mean? That means A upon B is equal to C upon D. So this is given to us and this is what you have to prove. So first thing what you will do, as I said, first only you will convert it into the fraction you need. So what you will do, both sides you will multiply by 4 upon 7. Why 4 upon 7? If you look at the question, you will be clear with this. And I am doing the same thing on the other side also. So C upon D. So what is the resultant fraction here? 4a upon 7b is equal to 4c upon 7d. Again the four quantities are in proportion. And now simple. Apply what? Componendo dividendo. So using componendo dividendo, what will we be getting? 4a plus 7b, numerator plus denominator, upon 4a minus 7b, numerator minus denominator. And likewise on the right hand side what happens? 4c plus 7d upon 4c minus 7d. Okay, so have we proved it? Yes, we have proved it. Remember, what is given to us, we always have to proceed with that. You have done just the opposite kind of questions also, that this 4a plus 7b upon 4a minus 7b equals 4c plus 7d upon 4c minus 7d is given, and you have to show that A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then you would have started with this again by componendo dividendo and you would have got the answer. Okay, so remember what is given and what you have to prove. Now the same sum I will show you by what? K method. So here in K method what I do, I am given A upon B equals C upon D. I have explained it actually earlier also somewhere to you. I think in continued proportion I have taken this, and I will assume that this is equal to K, suppose. So because of that what happens? A upon B is equal to K and C upon D is also equal to K. That gives you A is equal to BK and C is equal to DK. Okay, now what you have to do is start with, suppose, LHS. You have to prove this part. So one way is that we have started with A upon B is equal to C upon D and we have proved. Now if you are using K method, you will be starting with LHS, you will be going for RHS and you will be showing that LHS is equal to RHS, thus the expression will be equal. So the difference should be very clear in both the methods. LHS is what here? 4a plus 7b upon 4a minus 7b. And here what I am going to put, a is equal to bk and c is equal to dk. So 4 in place of a what, bk plus 7b as it is, and in place of 4a minus 7b, 4bk minus 7b, right? Now what you could see common here is b is common, so take out b common. Here be careful, what left here, 4k plus 7. Denominator also what is common, b. What left, 4k minus 7. What can be cancelled, b. So your left hand side has come 4k plus 7 upon 4k minus 7. Keep in your mind. Now go for RHS. Write down what is RHS. 4c plus 7d upon 4c minus 7d. Okay. Here in place of c what we have to substitute, dk. d is as it is. So 4dk plus 7d upon 4dk minus 7d. What do you observe, what's common there, d. What left, 4k plus 7, again d common, 4k minus 7, d and d gets cancelled. What is left, 4k plus 7 upon 4k minus 7. So what have you shown, LHS is equal to RHS. So write down the statement here. Therefore LHS equal RHS. Thus 4a plus 7b upon 4a minus 7b equals 4c plus 7d upon 4c minus 7d. Same question by two methods. Very simple to see which one has gone easy in this question. Okay, but that is not the case always. I'll show you one more sum. Now look at this question, children. Again, the heading of the question remains the same. If a, b, c, d are in proportion, prove that under root 3a square plus 5c square upon under root 3b square plus 5d square is equal to a upon b. Now here the given part to us is what? Only this much. A, B, C, D are in proportion, so a upon b equals c upon d. So first thing what do you observe? From a upon b is equal to c upon d, to reach to this kind of expression may be difficult. First thing, it is not like previous question I have shown you just now that you have multiplied either side by 4 upon 7. Okay, and secondly, in the question it is not mentioned that use the properties of proportion. So this gives us the liberty to use K method. Okay, and see this kind of sum, as I mentioned, that sometimes a difficult one, how they become very interesting and easy. So here which method I am going to use? K method. Conditions I hope you have understood. So here also I will get a upon b equals c upon d equals k, which gives me a is equal to bk, directly I am writing, and c is equal to dk. Again what I said, I shall start with what? LHS. What is the LHS? Root 3a square plus 5c square upon root 3b square plus 5d square. So what are we doing here now? We are replacing a by bk and c by dk, and whole thing, can I write whole thing under square root? Yes, numerator also is under square root, denominator as well, so the complete thing. Now 3, a is what? bk, the whole square. 5, c is what? dk the whole square. Don't go for shortcuts. Some children do it very fast in their mind. If correct, then very good. If wrong, then you keep searching where you go wrong. So following the steps is always advisable. Now whole under square root. 3 will be squared over? No, 3 is outside the bracket. Na? So b square k square. What I write here? B square k square plus 5 d square k square upon denominator remains as it is 3b square plus 5d square. Three b square k square 5d square k square. What is common? K square is common, right? What left here? 3b square plus 5d square. You must have noted this is the same, our denominator as well. 3b square plus 5d square. Put it in bracket before you cancel, and this gets cancelled. What have you got? Under root k square. Under root k square means what you conclude with is k, right? Now go for RHS. What is RHS? A upon B. So here also put A is equal to BK upon B. What have you got? K. So here what you can show? LHS equals RHS, does prove that root 3a square plus 5c square upon 3b square plus 5d square is equal to a upon b. Final step. So have you understood where it is importantly you can use K method? Okay. Say another question. If ABC are in continued proportion, prove a square plus b square ratio b square plus c square is equal to a ratio c. So what is the change here? ABC are in continued proportion, right? So what will you have? A upon B equals B upon C. Okay, and this I will assume let it be K. So here what do I get? A upon B is equal to K and B upon C is K. This gives me A is equal to BK, but this gives me B is equal to CK. So again B can be replaced by C here. So what happens here? B is CK and A is BK. So A is equal to CK square. So when ABC are in continued proportion, you get A is equal to CK square and B is equal to CK. So while substituting, keep it in your mind. Then what you have to prove is A square plus B square ratio B square plus C square left hand side is equal to A ratio C. So starting with LHS, A square plus B square ratio B square plus C square. So for our convenience, how I will write? A square plus B square upon B square plus C square. Now substitute what you are putting. A is equal to CK square and B is equal to CK. So A is CK square and in the question again it is squared, plus B square is what? CK. So CK the whole square upon again B square is what? CK whole square plus C square as it is. Now simplify this carefully. This will be C square K raised to what? 4 plus C square K square upon c square k square plus c square. In the numerator, what is common? C square k square. Take it common. C square k square. What left here? K raised to 2 and here 1. Don't forget that. Plus 1. Here what is common? C square. What left here? K square plus 1. What's the k square? Right? Now look at the RHS. A is to C. So how do we write? A upon C. A is what? C k square upon C. Thus what you have shown, left hand side is equal to right hand side. And so you have proved the given part. Complete that. So clear children, if in continued proportion, how do we apply it? Yeah, and it makes the work quite simple.